Hello everyone! In this video I will make a short review of Tiny Living Stuff Pack and I will try to explain benefits of micro, tiny and small homes. You can build them if you own Tiny Living Stuff Pack, and I will also try to explain why I think this pack is one of the best stuff packs released for The Sims 4. So if you are considering to expand your Sims collection because there is a spring sale at this moment, finish watching this video and I will try to convince you that this pack is worth it. If you will find this video helpful, please consider to subscribe to my channel. Thank you if you will do. Tiny Living Stuff Pack came out in January 2020 and it introduced a new lot type which is called Tiny Home Residential. I personally love building tiny homes and you can see some of my stop motion build of micro homes on my channel. Check that out, I will link them in the description of the video. If you want to build a tiny home, you will have to switch the lot type to Tiny Home Residential, and this is how you do it. When you are on your lot where you decide to build, navigate to the left upper corner where you can see the icon which looks like a house with letter I. It's called Venue Info. When you click it, it expands the menu. And there you can see the lot type, and by default it will be residential. Click on that and it will expand, and there you can change the lot type, and for this video we will choose Tiny Home Residential. And it says, tiny homes are a way of life. How small a space can you fit the essentials? There's 3 progressively difficult goals to challenge yourself. Small, tiny and micro. How low can you go? Once you select this lot type, there will be a pop-up warning that you need at least 4 placed tiles. So the smallest you can go and have a lot type selected as a tiny home residential is 4 tiles. If you want to have a smaller house than that for whatever reason, you will have to switch back to the residential type of lot. You can see there is a warning sign where are the requirements, and that's because we didn't place any tiles yet. When you expand the menu, you will see there are 3 options for 3 different sizes of homes, and it is micro home, tiny home and small home. If you want to build a micro home, you will need to place 4 to 32 tiles. If you will place 33 tiles up to 64, it will be a tiny home, and if you will place 65 up to 100, it will be considered as a small home. And you have to keep on your mind that foundations, basements and decks all count towards the total tile count. So if you want to have a front porch just because it looks nice, think about it twice, as you can't really utilize the space and it will still count towards the total count of tiles. Now let's talk about the benefits of micro, tiny and small homes, because the size matters in this case, and the smaller house you have, more benefits apply. There is a total of 6 of lot perks, and if you want to have all of them, you have to go for a micro home. The perks are: lighten the load. Using less space means using less energy, which means lower bills. That means you will not spend that much for your bills and your sim can save money faster. Let's all get along. All relationship gains are doubled. So if you are working on relationship levels, it will be much faster on the lot where is a micro home, and that is beneficial, for example, if you are working on certain aspirations when you need to befriend many sims. Let it grow. Plants grow twice as fast as normal. This is great when you play certain challenges, such as Rags to Riches, because if you have a micro home, you will spend a lot of time outside, and if you will have a small garden, you can produce more crops, and that means more simoleons. Feeling fine all the time. Happy, inspired and focused buffs last twice as long. This is another great perk, because if you have a creative sim, the inspiration lasts twice as long and you can create more valuable paintings or write a book and work on your writing skill. And that goes along with another perk which is called You Got the Touch. Skills increase at double the standard rate. That means your sim learns way faster than without this perk. And the last out of these 6 perks is called Cozy Comforts. Relax, everything is twice as comfortable as it is generally. So it doesn't really matter if you go for a cheaper furniture, because you will have everything twice as comfortable. And I think that this is really good, because if you're starting and you have a starter home, you can go really small with the cheap furniture, and it is still double comfortable as it would normally be. All of those perks that I was just talking about apply to a micro home. If you want to have a tiny home instead, you will have 4 perks out of the 6 we just talked about, and those are: you got the touch, which means skills gain is increased; cozy comforts, which means everything is twice as comfortable; lighten the load, which means lower bills; and feeling fine all the time, which grants you happy, inspired and focused bath to last twice as long. And if you will decide to build a small home, which is up to 100 tiles, you will have 2 perks, and those are lighten the load, which are lower bills, and feeling fine all the time, which grants you happy, inspired and focused bath to last twice as long. Also, all the perks that I just talked about are not only applied to your household, but also to all the visitor sims. So if your sim doesn't live in a microhome, but you have one in your neighborhood which is occupied by another sim, you can make your sim visit them and work there on your skills. Of course, it's the best to have all the lot perks, and if you want them, you will have to play with microhome, which is only up to 32 tiles, and that can be quite challenging, especially because, as I said before, basements, foundations and decks all count towards total tile count. So ideally don't include that in your builds. But if you don't want to give up on a front porch, you can make a fake front porch. I recommend to use the trick with the stairs, where you will connect them with the extra tile space in front of your door, and that will create an optical illusion of having a porch, and this doesn't count towards the tile count. Because the space is limited, Tiny Living Stuff Pack came with a Murphy beds and furniture which has combined functions. So for example, if you want to have a TV and a stereo, you can use this multifunctional station. And if you want a couch and a bed too, go for a Murphy bed. There is a one which has also a bookcase, and so on. There is a lot of options. I think this stuff pack is also really great because it has a wide cross-pack compatibility. So if you have, for example, Discover University DLC, you can build dorms with this combined furniture and save some space. Or the other way, if you have a tiny home, you can use the shower, which came from Discover University, and it is an open shower with no bugs. And thanks to it, you can create really small bathrooms, because you can technically make a bathroom which will be 1 by 3 tiles. And on one side you'll have a toilet, and on the other side will be a sink, and in the middle this particular shower, because there are no restrictions of walking towards the toilet or towards the sink. I think the Tiny Living Stuff Pack has also great compatibility with other packs, and vice versa. I'm showing you right now items from Dream Home Decorator Game Pack, and you can definitely combine a lot of items from that to Tiny Living. And the other way around. So if you are considering to purchase Tiny Living Stuff Pack, I highly recommend it. If you found this video helpful, please consider to subscribe to my channel, leave a like and comment. Thank you for watching, and I hope that I will see you in one of my another videos. Bye!